for the people who aren't aware of you guys, let's get a little background on the band. When did True Illusion first get together?
We formed in '99.
'99, we've got me and Mike are the two only original members. We parted ways with 2 different guitar players and about 3 different drummers before we got Brian and Sean, and then Rob joined about a year ago, so we've been pretty solid since then and cranking out some pretty good tunes. I think we've aligned ourselves with some pretty good players.
So. Do you remember the first time that the 5 of you guys first got together and jammed for the first time? Do you remember what that was like?
Shit, I mean, he was in a band that we played with. These guys were in a band together that we played with, so I think everybody kind of knew each other, and I mean, we had chemistry already. So yeah, we'd hang out with their band Chain Stitch for years and years and years. So I mean, it was cool. It was like, hell yeah, let's do this. So
yeah, we pretty much just assembled our friends together, you know, and then we were just, you know, lucky enough to run into Rob. You know, he just kind of stepped in for us. So you know, it's just like it's been great ever since. So. But yeah, we got together originally, you know, just to play music and shit like that, and just started going with it. And then, you know, these guys were always playing together, and you know, we're just mixing back and forth, and we're just like, dude, you know, we hit a hard spot and we needed, you know, a guitar player. Sean's like, I'll fill in. Well, that fill-in turned into full-time, you know, and then we always had our eye on Brian, you know, if we ever needed Brian, you know, we wanted him, you know, we didn't know he was ever available, and when he came available, we were just like, dude, we'll take it, you know, we just wanted him, you know, we were already friends and everything, so it just worked out really nice.
So, have you guys been working on new material, and have you guys talked about putting out a record?
We've got new material. We've got a couple other songs we're working on before we're gonna do our pre-production for going into the studio. But we got some pretty solid stuff. I think probably our best stuff to date is going to be a lot more technical, a lot more, really a lot more technical guitar work than we've done in the past. Which we're really looking forward to, getting that down on disc. So we're going to do pre-production all in our studio, and then go into the studio to get that done.
Yeah, how would you? I dig the last record, which I know, like Robert wasn't on that record, but
right.
Now, how would you compare the new stuff to the stuff that people have heard off the last record?
More mature, definitely more mature
record.
Yeah,
definitely.
Is it going to be heavier, or?
It's going to be heavier. You know, it's going to have its moments. It just, you know, we try to put hooks in our music when we're playing. You know, and we're writing it. We like, you know, we all have our own influences and everything like that. But we try to find stuff people are going to like. We're like, you know, we get to this point, we do this. This is the point where people are going to get into it a little bit more. You know, and this is the deal. So we try to tailor it around that a little bit, and then also play exactly what we want to play, you know.
Yeah.
So we've really
that's one of our new songs, by the way.
we've worked really hard to try to make this, you know, the pre-production and everything just work together. We would record it, take it home, listen to it, and be like, well, you know, we could do changes here, we could do changes here, and you know, our ultimate goal was to, you know, just keep tightening it up, and we'll probably end up doing it, you know, once or twice more before we actually record the disc. But we got some pretty awesome ideas for it. You know, it's gonna sound a lot more professional than what we had, even though, you know, we were all proud of that disc. Our 2009 release was just amazing. We figured, you know, let's just, you know, raise the bar a little bit and step it up. So.
Well, we want to put together not only just individual songs that sound good, but we want the whole project to really flow and sound good as a whole. So we're really focusing on that.
Have you guys talked about how many songs you want to put on this new disc?
It's probably going to be 10 to 12 songs. Yeah, another full one.
Let's talk a little bit about your guys' live performance. For someone who has never seen True Illusion live, how would you describe your live performance to them?
Energetic and hard-hitting. I would really have to say that. Most people that see us live say, man, you guys are just powerful, you know. And, you know, I appreciate that a big time. You know, I mean, you know, we get out there and we do it, and people are just like, holy cow, you know.
Biggest thing, I like a lot of the new bands that are out there. I just think there's an absence of hooks in people's music today, and I really want to focus on that groove groove. We want to stay current with the style that's out there, but we want to make sure we've got a groove. We've got good hooks that draw people in, and they really get into the songs. You know, there's a lot of the music out there that's good that I listen to, but I'd say that today that the hook isn't as important as it used to be, and getting a good groove in there definitely gets people sucked into the song.
That's the old standard, you know, when people say, you know, we try to write music that's we like as well, because when we hit that groove, that's when we hit our groove on stage and like to move around more than, you know, when you're just sitting there trying to really concentrate hard on what you're playing. And then you get into that groove and you can really get down on what you're doing.
Piece of cake.
Let's talk about the local metal scene here. It seems like you guys have kind of been the, I would say, backbone of the local metal scene here. What's your guys' take on the scene, on how it's kind of growing?
Well, it's coming around. It always kind of, no matter where you're at, it goes in spurts. I mean, for years and years, we never played in town because it was just non-existent. We had nowhere to play. We had no bands that would really mesh with us, and so we've spent most of our time out of town, whether it's Wichita, Oklahoma, or, you know, wherever, and it just seems like now we're starting to get a little bit more interest in the hometown crowd. So I think it's coming back a little bit. There's a few more smaller bars that are really opening up their doors to metal, so that's been kind of cool. And we were just talking about this last night. You know, the local shows have been a lot of fun lately, and that's something that, you know, we're not used to. We just been playing majority of the time out of town, and so to have people coming out that still know who we are after all these years is pretty cool. So it's fun playing local.
And I noticed that whenever you guys play the Rock and Roll Bar, that place is always packed, and people out in the parking lot, and that's a good thing, definitely. If you guys had the chance to pick one band to go out and open up for, to go out and tour with, who would that be? I'm sure you guys each have your own.
No one's going to say the same band.
Let's just go down the line and get everybody's own.
I'd like to open up for Lamb of God.
Nice. Good choice.
Well, since he said that nobody's going to pick the same band, I'm going to say Lamb of God. But I'd be pretty happy with Chimera. I'll go with that.
Yeah, I'm going to have to side with him on the Chimera. You know, they're just amazing. You know, I really love to open for them, and also agree with him on Lamb of God, but Devil Driver would be my #1 choice.
Yes. Nice. Probably Billy Joel. I mean, I'm a really big fan of Billy Joel.
Nice.
No, I'd probably have to go Lamb of God also. I mean, they're just the kings of metal right now in my book, and I would say it would be an honor to play with those guys live. Just brutal. Billy Joel would still be cool though.
True illusion.
Billy Joel.
Mr. Piano Man.
One night only.
If I had my choice, it would definitely be Machine Head. It's been my all-time favorite band forever, but Chimera would be a close second. So.